Hi everyone, this is Jessica Willis, CEO of RJI, and I'm so pleased to be joined today by April Perrin of Awear. So share a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, thanks Jessica. I'm happy to be here. I, as Jessica said, have a website called Awear, and that is to connect primarily female consumers to ethical fashion brands, which is something I've been very passionate about for years.
Awesome. And RJI's mission is essentially to prevent and end human trafficking. It's really what it all boils down to. And so we want to share ways of how people can prevent trafficking. So whether it is us going into schools and churches and youth groups sharing about how to prevent trafficking in the lives of at-risk youth, or how we as consumers have a role in preventing trafficking and ending trafficking. And so we wanted to share some really good tips and tricks on how to do that in your own personal life, whether you are just now thinking about, hey, how can I be a more ethical consumer to make a difference in ending human trafficking? Or if you're far along in your journey, so hopefully some of these tips will help you either way. So just first for a story and example of why ethical consumerism. A few years ago, I had the wonderful opportunity to meet Ms. Hannah Dodu, who is with Global Mamas. It's a company that is based in Africa, and she was sharing with me about the power of her company, which is fair trade certified, which means that of many different things, that there is no forced labor or child labor used in the production of the goods. And so she was sharing about how the people that work for her company, because they know that they are treated fairly, paid fairly for their area, that they don't have to worry about someone coming along who may lure them into trafficking. And so this is very, very real for them in their community. And she was sharing specifically how women who were either trafficked before or at risk for trafficking, because that was so common, didn't have to worry about that. And so in making good choices, choosing good companies, you're having a direct effect on the lives of others. And so we just wanted to share some of our favorite research tips today with you, some of our favorite brands, and show you how no matter what life stage you're in, you can make a focus towards ethical consumerism no matter where you are. So April, why don't you share some of your favorite research tips, things that you have found to be really helpful when coming to find ethical consumerism brands?
Yeah, and I love that story, Jessica, because it's rare that we can often see a direct impact, and I always say we have the opportunity as consumers to vote with our dollars.
Yes.
And that is such a tangible way that you can see how spending money, whether it's through Global Mamas or other brands that we'll talk about, have a direct impact on the lives of the people that are making those goods.
Yes.
So a couple of research tips. One website that I have grown to love is called thegoodtrade.com. And they offer really just tangible ways in which, if you are new to conscious consumerism and are looking for brands or looking for helpful tips, they typically give like a list of, here are 10 brands that we recommend, and that's anything from clothing to household items to skincare products. So really recommend them. And then also Pinterest is a great resource.
Yes.
And I know we think of Pinterest for recipes and outfit ideas, but you can also type in ethical goods or whatever product you're searching for on Pinterest. And then there will be a list of content that people have created, and bloggers, experts in this field. So it's also a very helpful resource.
Yes. Those are some awesome tips. And additionally, you can go to Google or even Amazon and just type in fair trade, fill in the blank. So whatever product you're looking for, whether it's as simple as delicious fair trade chocolate or all the way to different goods like clothing or house goods like April said. And so when you Google that, you will have companies that come up. And you will also have different lists of companies that come up, which are all very helpful. And as you are doing research and start shopping, you get to know those brands. You get to know the brands that are doing good things. And so I just encourage you all to start that research. Start right here where you are. And as shared earlier, we wanted to talk about a specific area to give you an example. So April and I not only share a passion for this topic, but also we are both expecting right now. And so we have been doing a lot of research on baby things. Mm-hmm. So what are some of your favorite brands?
Which is very hard for us to narrow, yes. Because fortunately there are quite a few brands out there that are
so thankful.
Yes. So my top three are the first is Under the Nile, and they offer a wide array of baby products, and also for budget friendly, that are also budget friendly. Finn and Emma, which are adorable baby clothing, and then Winter Watery Factory, which I recently found, and they are based here in the U.S. Again, and fairly affordable. So those are my top three.
Love it. My top three, one of them is Colored Organics. I've been so impressed by that company. They put on the very front page of their website that they are just committed to the ethical treatment of people, and that they're also organic, and they really care about the earth. And so you'll find with some of these companies that a lot of them care about multiple issues, and so that's just a win-win as you're researching. So good for other people, good for your baby, good for you. Those are all good things. And so that's one of them. Another one is, I mentioned Global Mamas, so that one, but also Global Goods Partners. They have a lot of things for baby, yes, such cute toys, but a lot of like home goods and clothing and different things. So check them out. And thirdly, I want to give a shout out to Pottery Barn, major retailer. A lot of us know about it, but they are a company that has said, yes, we want to have some fair trade products in our stores. And so I was just really encouraged to see that there were sheets and clothing and different things that they had that were fair trade. So those are a couple of the ones that I really loved. And we also have some brands on our website that you can check out, whether you're shopping for a baby, whether you're shopping for your home, clothing, fill in the blank, whatever you're shopping for, these research tips apply. So what is your website, April?
So my website is allawear.com, and that's spelled ALLAWEAR, like wearing clothing. And yes, as Jessica said, I offer brands that are some of my favorite and brands that I have vetted, so you can be assured that they are practicing these things that we've talked about. And I also offer helpful tips just to get you started in conscious consumerism.
Yeah. And you talk about on your website some about secondhand shopping and also just the benefits of shopping ethically in general, right? So that's awesome. And at rvaji.com, our RJI website, you can go to the ethical consumerism page, responsible consumerism, and learn more about this topic in general, and also see a plethora of resources. We've done a lot of research for you, so this is a lot easier. But just check it out. Start where you are now. And I know April just wanted to share an encouraging note in closing as well.
Yeah, I always tell people that are getting started or have an interest in getting started in this movement, and it can be overwhelming. And
yes,
as we've talked about, there's so many things in our world that we can care about, and we talk about where our food comes from, and now we're talking about where our clothes are made and why that's important. But I just want to encourage you that you can start small and don't be overwhelmed, because it's easy to get overwhelmed. And so pick one thing. You know, for us right now, we're focusing on baby items because that's our stage of life, but maybe you're redecorating your home. Maybe you're looking for a dress for a special occasion. And just see if you can begin to take small steps. And really those small steps lead to a really wide scale change if we as consumers would start small.
Yes, that's so encouraging. So do start small, and every step forward is important. So thank you guys so much for tuning in today, and we hope that these resources are helpful to you, and we look forward to hearing from you. So thanks guys for tuning in.
Bye.